Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to the family, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. If you can't tell by the title already, this video is going to be about guys answering questions from girls. So basically, this video was supposed to be done for a guy friend of mine, but due to certain circumstances, we gotta change things around. So that is why I asked some girls to send in some questions. I sent them to some guys. They answered me back, and what I'm going to do today is read out the answers. So let's get into it. So I have my questions and answers, and I have my tea. So question number one was, what is your hair routine like as a guy? So one dude answered, lol, my hair curls on its own with water. So I only put product if I feel like it or it's to go out somewhere important. Another guy said, shampoo 3 times a week. So like Sunday, Wednesday, and maybe Friday. Condition for 2 out of those 3 days, and put leave-in conditioner for the same 2 out of those 3 days. Don't even get into the brushing routine. Lol, brush as many times as possible. Another guy said, I just bathe. Another one said that he just puts a puff in his hair and gel. Another one said that he's still looking for a proper one, but for me it's too wet. Wash your shampoo and leave it in for 3 minutes, then rinse. And after my conditioner for 3 minutes, rinse, dip conditioner and rinse. And maybe put it in a plait or twist. Another guy said, I don't know, that shit changes on the regular. Right now is wash whenever I feel is needed and condition like 2 to 3 times a week. So, yeah. Second question was, why does texturism and colorism exist when a guy likes a girl? So basically, that's like a lot of guys out there tend to gravitate more towards a fair skinned girl with coolie or Indian hair than a girl who's dark skinned with kinky hair. So a lot of guys answered by saying, one said both genders have a certain type of individual that they are attracted to, whether it be light skinned or dark skinned, Indian or neg. Another guy said, all I can say is niggas don't discriminate. I'm niggas. Color, texture, none matters to me. It's personality and vibes. Another one said, I personally find personalities attractive. So another one was, for me, I don't really care, but I will say I'm probably more attracted to girls that are not darker than me, probably because of media. But for texture, I believe anybody can make any hair type look good. But I'm not attracted to girls who relax their hair at all, feel like they hate themselves on some level. And it's usually those girls that quick to talk down on kinky hair. Another guy said, it's basically like the same thing. Fairer skinned girls generally look nicer outwardly, thus guys would gravitate more towards them, unless it's a guy with more refined taste. So ladies, there are your answers. The next question is, what is the point of No Nut November? And like, a lot of girls don't get what the hype is for. Like, honestly, we don't get it. So your answers, the guy's answers were, and one guy said, an NNN is an opportunity I take to have a competition among my friends to see who can survive. It's basically survival of the fittest. Therefore, this person is a strong man if he can resist the temptation. Another guy said, listen guys, I need like a sound effect for this, right? I need
No mere mortal can hope to fathom the depth of evolution that the human body undergoes during NNN.
Another guy said it's just a challenge, like the mannequin challenge, etc. Just to test yourself to see if you can resist doing something that is in your DNA. And another one said, and is a bit of a joke, and he doesn't really understand why guys do it, but he can see some health benefits like abstaining from pornography and masturbation and so on. Another guy said most man bust rounds every day, so let's do N. Other fellas who care about that don't do it. So yeah, okay. The fourth question was, why do guys catcall girls? So that's like when you're there and you're like, psst, shy, hey, go, like that. So a lot of us want to know why you do it because it's kind of annoying, and we just want to know. So one guy said that females do it too. So basically, I guess he's trying to say because females do it, it doesn't matter if they do it. I don't know what he was trying to say, but he said females do it too. Another guy said it's basically to get our attention. I mean, you can get people attention another way, call their name. If you don't know their name, say excuse me. There are so many ways to get somebody's attention, but another guy said that the catcall thing is basically like ghetto, and he's not doing ghetto because he's a high class V-neck. I am the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. He's a high class V-neck, okay? High class. And he rather pull shorty to a side. Is she with her friends and then throw a line to make her blush. Another guy said, I don't really know because they're not effective, at least to me. That's things that cultural a little bit. Another guy said some guys do it for attention and to make them know that you're watching them. But no lie, if he have to put himself in our shoes, us ladies, it's kind of annoying. The next question was, how often do you bathe as a guy? So a lot of the guys obviously said that they bathe every day. One guy said, depends normally. I bathe 2 times a day, in the morning, before work, and afternoon, after work. Then if I go in the workshop, I'll shower again. Another answer was twice a day, more if necessary and less under certain circumstances. Another guy said, unless you pay my water bill, that's a strange question. One guy said, this isn't America where guys don't bathe and they just smell their underwear to find out if they should wear it again or not. Another guy answered and said, well, to the girl asking this question, if you're about to hop in my shower, I'll bathe more than twice a day. One dude said, twice a day when I'm at work and sometimes when I'm home. It's 3 times, depends on how hot it is. So yes, the sixth question was, that's 6, right? Yeah, the sixth question is, do you use protection regularly? So a lot of guys who have already done it, they do use protection. But there was one guy who said not at all, because he's in a 5-year relationship and he believes that he'll be able to control himself and he knows like his pull-out game, so that is why he will say not at all. Another guy said not all the time. Another guy said protection is a must, but then again, if we're dating for 2 years or so and I know it's me alone you if that might getting wet. If we're dating for 2 years and I know you're moving shady, condoms always. Then he went on to say, as much as I getting tested for free because my uncle is a lab tech, I always stock on condoms. That shit all over the house hiding. Another guy said, I always preach to my friends to always wear your helmets. One dude said, I'm a virgin, so my protection is God. One guy said, when I have sex with a girl and lose my virginity, I will definitely use protection. But if I go bare, she will fall in love with me, so it's better to wrap it up. One guy said, I don't know, I guess, but like I probably would, but not all the time. Cause how else will I work on my pull out game?
But like, what if not like your pull-out game week? Now is not the time for pulling out, okay? It isn't.
Next question is, would you date a tomboy? A lot of guys surprisingly actually said they would, unless like it's one of those tomboys that like other girls. So one guy answered and he said, I would date a tomboy, yes, if I really like her. Another one said, hell no, hell no. Another guy said, yeah, once she doesn't try to be the man in the relationship, like the typical tomboy, is fine. Another guy said, I don't mind talking to a girl that likes similar things that boys like, but she has to be somewhat feminine. And another guy said that he doesn't like girls who like boyish. He likes girly girls, girls that show a little bit of skin and all of that. So that is why he would not go ahead and date a tomboy. Question number 8 was, why do guys sexualize females? Guys, girls want to know, why is it when they're walking down the street, they cannot walk down the street and not have to worry about a guy looking at their assets too much? Or why is it that guys can do one set of things, like when it comes to dressing and the way they carry themselves, and a girl has to dress properly, or else guys will have all these thoughts in their head and then they are at risk of probably getting raped and stuff like that? So that is why this girl asked this question. One guy said, well, for sexual reasons. That shows you that he just wants sex and not your time. Another guy said, there are shows when you were younger and even in your teen years that portray sexualization of women. And there is also the world of porn, and guys are just generally attracted to the physical features of a girl. And then he went on to say that people just generally have a certain type, so that is why a lot of guys will stay there and sexualize a woman or a girl. He said it also has to do with your environment, where you grew up and stuff like that, what you saw around you, different stuff like that. Another guy said, because lol, guys are appealed by what they see. That's why a guy will more generally get off to porn, and a girl will generally probably read a romance novel. Another guy said, sexualizing females, to me, I don't do it, but it's only a female that would be able to tell me if I do it. So like, that tells me like a lot of guys probably do it and they don't realize they're doing it, because it's like in their genes, it's in the DNA. Another guy said, I try not to sexualize people that I do not know or I know who are uncomfortable with it. I mostly say certain things as a means to hype them up per se, especially when the female in question is very insecure about her body. It goes without saying that if the female in question has a problem with that type of behavior, I will definitely stop. Another guy said, all genders do it, but boys probably just more blunt and open. Because from the moment you see someone, you start to analyze and make assumptions. It's just human nature. Another guy said, it all goes on presentation. Well, if that's how we see you, that's what we go do. So question number 9 was, why is it that guys like to leave girls unread? So one guy answered and he said that girls just do the same thing too. So what is the problem with, them doing it back? So it's basically like a 1-for-1 kind of thing. Another guy said, you always do some annoying stuff, or sometimes convo just dry, fellas like to talk. So if you unread, you wasn't interested in that point of time. Another guy said, to be honest, it happens a lot because when guys message girls, they act like they didn't see the message when they did. So when they finally respond, they do the same thing. So it's like 1-for-1. But it's childish behavior. I believe for me, if your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever is not responding to you, you ask him or her why, and if they're honest, faithful, and loyal, as they say, they will get an honest answer. Another guy said that he doesn't talk to girls who, have uneducated conversations. So that is why he might probably leave a girl unread, but he doesn't generally leave people unread. He also said that basically he doesn't talk to girls who blame all of humanity's problems on men. Like, that's just a no-no. And these same girls will go on to like the same guys over and over and over, and he doesn't get it, so he tries not to associate himself with these type of girls. He went on to say that these type of girls are always the ones that are like, niggas ain't shit and stuff like that, and whatever. So basically, he doesn't associate himself with girls who possess toxic feminism. It's just a no. So if he leave you unread and you are a girl, and also he probably will leave you unread or unread if like he's busy studying and stuff like that. So if it's not one of these reasons, then yeah. Another guy said, well, I don't know, many reasons. You're busy, girl not interested, you want to give them space. Another guy said that he leaves you unread if you are being disrespectful. Two guys actually said, if you get ghosted, we're telling you we're done with you. Like, I feel like you have a tongue in your mouth, right? You have fingers to type. You can just type to the girl or tell the girl you're not interested in her or you're done with her. You don't need to ghost her. Like, that's kind of disrespectful. Even though she do it to you, you don't need to do it back. Grow up. Like, literally. Like, grow up. Anyways, question number 10 was, and this one, a lot of guys did not want to answer that one because they said if they're talking to their friends, they might tell their friends, like their guy friends, they will tell their guy friends that the answer to that. But they don't want to tell me as a girl, first of all, and they don't want to tell me as being a girl in their life. But those who answered, thank you very much. The question was, who was or is your most embarrassing crush? And basically that was a little short story time, So one guy said, I liked a cartoon character for the longest while, and I would tell my friends about this girl as if she was real, but I never admit to them that she was a cartoon. I even ended up masturbating to her this one time. Okay, my boy. Okay. Another guy said, my teacher that was looking like my ex, but I think that was her mother, to be honest. So basically, this guy, if that was her mother, he basically just like his ex-mother. Okay. Another guy said, a teacher, but she was young. But at the same time, she was a partner of mine, auntie. So I couldn't really tell him that. But she and I had a little something. Okay. Another guy answered, a whole squad. It was a player move, but all of them were smoking and I did not know what to do. One guy answered, I was dogging after a girl for how long and the girl wasn't taking me on. So I asked a fella to hook me up with her, only for him to tell me that the girl is a lesbian and she have a girlfriend. That's sad. That's actually very sad. Another guy said, I like this girl, and let's just say I found out she was I liked this girl, and let's just say I found out she was my cousin after we kissed in the cinema. When my father come and pick me up, he tell me that's my cousin. All I could think when he tell me that is what goatism I always go and do there. Another guy said, I liked my brother's girl, only for her to reject me in front of all of her friends. A guy said, a lady in a supermarket. Until a day I see she pull up with her belly, I say, never mind. Another guy said, I was watching this video, saw this hot girl dancing, and was about to share the video with the fellas. I knew something was up there. Next thing I know, I see she turn around and I see Amanda there. I never tell my friends that because I know it's talk alone I go get. I mean, I don't think you knew something was up. Maybe something went up. Something went up. But I don't think you know something was up. I don't think you knew. Another guy said, my ex that I like, but she ain't like me back. And every time I roll, she doing shit. I don't know what to do. A guy said, actually a girl I met at School of Music. We sort of liked each other, but later I found out that she was a lesbian, so yeah, there's that. Still stayed friends though. Why so many of y'all end up liking a girl that end up being a lesbian? That's sad. Oh, but at least you know you get a friend out of it. A girl said, well, before I had this crush on a girl when I was at school. I was in Form 4 and she was in Form 5. At lunchtime, I told one of my friends that I like to see her and have been watching her for long, and then went downstairs and he told her that. After I realized something, because I saw her watching me old, then he came back upstairs and told me what she said. She turned me down and say I look... Why y'all like to... There are some... When you're in secondary school, you'll have some weird things telling people. Anyway, she turned me down and say I look like under her shoe. And stuff. But didn't take it too much to heart. And up to this day, when she sees me, she's watching me a kind of way. A guy said, someone at work, but the age difference is about 20 years. Well, if you like the older girls, nobody is judging you. Go for it. I mean, they have people out there that are like have 30-year age differences and they married, so okay. Not really embarrassing. I mean, they have a lot of guys that like people that are like much older than them. A guy said, I mean, I saved that one for last because I mean, I'm sorry to the guy. I'm sorry. But this guy answered, you, because you never taken me on. A fella like you, Jay. Make sure you put that in the video for the viewers to know you reject me bad. Little boy, I'm sorry I reject you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, anyways, guys, that was the tea for today. Basically, there are a lot more questions, but the video would be way too long to take the other set of questions. So there will be a part 2 to this video. So be safe and I will see you on the flip side. Bye!